Hi guys, we're hoping that we're live. So I'm in a different room. It's going to be a bit echoey, but I'm just making sure that I've messaged everyone to say we're live. I've had a very annoying day today. So let me just make sure I've messaged everyone. Sorry about it being echoey. Let's have a look here. So we got Stacy and Deborah and Jane and Colleen. I got a lot of you to message now, guys. So I'm in my lounge. Let's have a look. And I'm just trying to get you all. So we've got a couple of new members. Of course, I'm going to mention them. And Elaine is a new one. Right. Richie boy. Hi, Richie boy. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Elvis Presley. So, look, guys, Colleen. Now, I've had a complicated day today. I was going to come on this morning at, we're talking like 10 hours ago. I had some brilliant topics, and then I've been completely sidetracked. Hi, Michael. Hi, Michael. Hi, Francis. Hi, Sandra. I'm just checking things out. So I hope it sounds okay. Does it sound okay? I know it might be echoey, but does it sound all right? Can you hear me good? So I've had a few things I was going to go through with you guys. So in case you're new to this channel, it is Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. Hi, Satlin, Francis. Okay, Michael, it doesn't matter. You can watch us on playback, yeah? We got Gio. Yes, Team Elvis. We got Chilling in Canada. It sounds okay. Thanks, Ricky. So we are Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. That's what we are, guys. Doesn't matter what anyone says. The words Defending Elvis Presley just sum it up as good. I wonder if I turn this light on, if it'll make any difference. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm going to leave that on. Just adds a bit of light to. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's a bit better. And Diana, are you on? A few of you sent me that Priscilla has, it's been announced that she's writing another book. Now, I'm asking you guys, is this the first book that she's written since 1985? Is Elvis and Me the only other book that she has written? I'm interested to know that. Didn't she write a few other books? Wasn't there something by the Presleys? Yeah. Guys, you tell me. Right. Hi, Hot Rod Dave. Hi, Sandra. You guys tell me, has Priscilla Presley written other books? I'm interested to know the answer to that question. I'm going to quickly play you the shorts. I did make a quick short to announce the book, which I made this morning, but then right, let's have a look. Guys, here at Defending Elvis Presley, fans want the truth. Right, I'm just doing a live. Got to turn that. Right, obviously my daughter's here, but I've come in here because, of course, the kids are going to still come in, guys. Turn that right off. Oh, see you later. Love you. You're the best. Nearly as good as me. See that I sneaked off. What happens? So I made this video this morning. Yeah. Yes, I think so. Her only book, I think, is Elvis by the Presleys. Let me just shut the door. 1 second, guys. Right, I'm going to shut this door. Right. I'm back. Welcome to my. We're not in my kitchen now. Now we're in my lounge. Welcome to the lounge of the Elvis fan. I'm an Elvis fan at home. So let's play it for you. Hi guys, here at Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. We've just found out that Priscilla Presley will be releasing a new book, expected to be released in the fall of 2025. What are your views on this book? I wonder what will be in this book. How do you guys feel that she is now going to release another book? Thanks, guys. And I've got the short version of it as well. They're only 30 seconds long, guys. Hi, guys. Here at Defending Elvis Presley, fans want the truth. Just found out that Priscilla Presley will be releasing a new book, expected to be released in the fall of 2025. What are your views on this book? I wonder what will be in this book. How do you guys feel that she is now going to release another book? Thanks, guys. When I did it, it was windy, which is why you've got all the background windiness. But how many of you knew about this book? I'd heard the rumors, but nothing was official. A few of you sent it me. Let me just find Diana's post. Diana posted it to me. Let's have a look. First of all, she sent it me. She'd seen it on her laptop. So you guys have probably already seen it. I'm going to read it to you. I took a picture of it. Let's have a look. Are any of you going to buy it? This is the question. Are any of you going to buy it? Let's have a look. Here we go. So, Hatchet Nab's new Priscilla Presley memoir. So Lauren, let's have a look what it says. Lauren Marino at Hatchet Books has acquired world rights to a memoir by Priscilla Presley with headlines to publish for Hatchet UK. Alan Nevins at Renaissance Literary and Talent bookered the deal. Nevins said Presley, whose previous memoir, Elvis and Me, was bestseller, will open up about life after Elvis, the passing of her daughter, Lisa Marie's marriage to Michael Jackson, and forging her own identity as an actress and businesswoman, as well as offering never before shared intimate stories about her romantic life with Elvis Presley. The book is tentatively set for a fall in 2025. It's a 2025 publication in the fall. Now, can I just ask you Americans out there, when is the fall? Is the fall September, October, November? Please just answer me that. What is the fall? We're in the UK. We didn't know what the fall is. Please tell me what the fall is. I'm just quickly reading your messages, waiting for your reply. September, right? Melissa, hi Melissa. So is the fall September, October, and November, or is it just September? Here we go. September through to November. Right. Okay. So it's being released around that time. Right. Okay. So in where Joy is, it's October, and in where Colleen is, it's September to December. Okay. I learn something new every day. Now we do have issues with this book. Now I am very interested to know if Priscilla has ever released any other books, even if they're with people like Jerry Schilling. You know the documentary called The Searcher? The Searcher. Was that Priscilla? I'm just interested. Was it her idea? So I've always said it, guys. This book is a story, a fairy tale. There are no witnesses in this book that were used to write this book. This is Priscilla's version of history. And I personally don't think it's very factual. I think it's loosely based on real events. I think the whole point of this book was to get people to agree with Priscilla and make Priscilla look like the victim and Elvis look like the bad guy. So this book to me is fake, in my opinion. Fake news. I know that it's loosely based on facts, but very loosely. Now, if she had used proper witnesses in this book, then I may see it differently. But no, she hasn't. It's just a story written, how many years? Remember, she was divorced from him for 4 years. And I think this was written 7 years after he died. So it's wishy-washy, guys. So now the new book to be released in the fall of 2025, there's a few, she mentions a few subjects like Michael Jackson and her love life with Elvis and her becoming a movie star and all that. But come on, guys. What do you think? Think it's going to be a success? I don't think so. So let's just check some of your messages. Okay. The Searcher, she and Jerry Schilling, I believe, were both involved. It's actually a pretty good documentary. I have watched it. I watched it when it came out. I got a feeling I watched it on Disney Channel. Was it on Disney Channel? Let's have a look. So Melissa, she's been publicly talking about Elvis for, why would she now want to release never before heard stories? It's going to be lies. Everyone is dead that can contradict her. I think you're probably right, Melissa. So then we've got, she didn't have the nerve to do it while Elvis was alive. It's disgraceful. And I'm pretty sure, guys, there's going to be quite a backlash with this book. Quite a backlash. She killed two beautiful people. Elvis was not bad, evil. Right, okay, Teresa, I understand how you feel. And unfortunately, there are many people that have very strong views. Where's Mike? As Michael just put a title. Should have been titled Elvis and Money and Me. Elvis and Money and Me. Well done, Michael. So they were together, married 1968 through to 71. Joy, I would agree with that. That's actually well put. Everyone says they were together 14 years. It's a joke. Laughable. Right, so Richie Boy says, should be titled Me and Elvis and Money. Any more titles, guys? Let's think of some more funny titles. Come on, let's hear it. So Stacy says that's more accurate. So that's why she's writing it. No one who was around besides Billy can come at her about the lies that she spews. She was on Dallas for 5 years. Interesting new interview with her clothing partner on those Elvis girls. Oh, is that Cheryl? Is that a new interview? I think the Elvis girls have liked a couple of our videos. Have they recently done that? She just wants to upstage Lisa and Lisa's book and clean up anything is bad for her image in Lisa's book. And of course, money. Me, myself, and I. Yes, me, myself, and I. I like that one, Cheryl. Though they separated in 71. Come on, we know 71. She had a year-long affair with Mike Stone, the karate champion, the karate instructor, secretly behind Elvis's back. And then when it all came out, she demanded a divorce. That's the truth of it. And in case any of you guys are new, we've done some recent reviews of the interview that was done with Mike Stone only 2 days ago. And we've got a part 1 and a part 2. And I check it out, guys, because Mike Stone digs a hole. He digs a hole. The more he speaks, he grasses up Priscilla. He keeps saying in those interviews, oh, I would never say a negative thing about Priscilla. But he does all the way through the interview, I think. But he's sly with it. And come on, let's face it, the only reason that he's doing the interview with that channel, was it Elvis the Ultimate channel? It's because he wants to promote his book, which is out any day now. Now, how many of you would buy his book? Not many, I would say. Not many. So let me just keep looking. So Elaine, it is. Hi, Elaine. We were chatting earlier. Hi, Elaine. It is, let's have a look. It is counter to Lisa's memoir. Hope that Riley hasn't given her an advanced draft. Well, you know, you guys have got strong views about the agreement between Riley and Priscilla. Many of you do not want Priscilla to be buried at Gracelands. You've got strong views about it. Also, Riley paid her legal expenses, 400k, yeah? Riley allowed her, is this right, 1/9 of the inheritance to go to Navarone, is that correct? And also gave her a lump sum of $1 million as part of the settlement so that she would walk away, and also 100,000 a year as an advisor. So you guys aren't happy with the situation between Riley and Priscilla, and I don't blame you. I like Riley Q, Danielle, her real name is, but I think that Riley's been way too soft. I honestly believe that Riley has been too soft. She's trying to keep everyone happy, and I think some fans are not happy about that. I think fans are like, you've been too nice to your grandmother. That's what I believe. Let's have a look. I think Priscilla's new book would be about Lisa. I don't know who else she can make up about Elvis. I'm sure she won't tell about all her lovers. That's a very good point, Rosalind. Come on, we've been discussing this a lot recently, haven't we? In the last week, we want Priscilla to come clean. We want Priscilla to own up and admit the affairs, the unfaithfulness. Admit the wrongdoing with the divorce settlements. We want Priscilla to explain why she took back the Presley name after Elvis died. These are the things that Elvis fans are upset about. This is why we're called Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. Who here believes that she should never have took the Presley name back? Who here believes that? And I would just say it again and again. Has any of you ever heard of anyone that gives up the name Presley and then after their partner dies, takes it back? Because some people have said to me, oh, you know, I had a divorce and I kept my partner's name. But it's completely different circumstances, because for a start, Priscilla demanded the divorce after Elvis found out about Mike Stone, the karate champion. So the divorce was instigated by Priscilla. Elvis got very angry and was happy to divorce her. But who thinks that, who knows anyone that has given up a name? This is my point. When people say to me, oh, you know, I still use my previous married name for the sake of the kids, I say, yes, but did you give up the name? This is what makes it different. Priscilla gave up the name. And then when Elvis died, she took it back. Now we as Elvis fans, we believe that she's using the Presley name to make money, and that it was only a money decision. It had nothing to do with Lisa Marie. And we feel as fans, in case anyone's watching that is a Priscilla fan, we are nothing against Priscilla fans. We feel that she has used the name Presley since Elvis died to gain money, to open doors for opportunity, for career advancement. We don't think that she has kept the name because she loves Elvis. We as Elvis fans don't believe that when she says Elvis is the love of my life, we don't believe it. We think, what you're on about? You were with Marco Garibaldi for over 20 years. You had a son, Navarone. So us as Elvis defenders, as Team Elvis, we say to Priscilla, you didn't take the name Presley back because you loved Elvis. You took the name Presley back to make money. And we feel that you have been making money off the Presley name for over 40 years. We also feel that this is just an opinion for entertainment purposes. We feel that you ripped off Lisa Marie Presley. That's how we feel. In case Priscilla ever watches this, we as Elvis fans, people that admire Elvis, that have grown up with Elvis for 50 odd years, feel that you are only using the name Presley for monetary gain and you should never have took that name back. And some of us are actually quite offended by the fact that you're writing another book when you've had 15 to 20 other boyfriends, but you still, in interviews, you still keep saying Elvis is the love of your life, you still love him, you miss him. Well, we don't sit right with it because you've had too many other boyfriends. It doesn't make sense. Right, let's just read some of your comments, guys. I'm going to see if I can just raise this laptop up just enough so that I don't have to keep looking right down. Okay, right. Let's have a look at some of your messages. So, by the way, hello everyone. Yeah, because you've been messaging and I haven't managed to say hello to everyone. The time here in the UK is 6:40 p.m. My wife's cooking a cottage pie. Right. Any of you heard of cottage pie in America? Right, let's just go back and read some of your messages. The only way she could be buried at Graceland is if she cremated, and Scientology do cremate their dead. The thought of her placed right next to Elvis would cause a lot of unrest, but it's a real family business. Now, this is something else that you guys have been saying to me, that Priscilla Presley wants to be buried at Graceland. This is clear. She said it to Piers Morgan on the interview on Sky News. But this is what you guys are saying. She is requesting to be buried next to Elvis. This is what's upsetting the fans. For a start, the fans don't believe that Priscilla Presley has the right to be buried at Graceland, and they think it will seriously affect business. They think a lot of people will stop going to Gracelands because Priscilla would one day be buried at Gracelands in the meditation garden. So there's that. But the other thing you guys are saying, why is she requesting to be buried next to Elvis? Well, for a start, the logistics of that make no sense. Because obviously they'd have to move graves around, they'd have to dig people up. Some of you are saying, well, okay, then if she's going to be buried at Gracelands, why does it have to be next to Elvis? Why can't it be next to Lisa Marie or next to Benjamin or in a different part of the building, a different part of Graceland? Then many of you are talking about the document that only allows 6 people to be buried. Now, we've got this document. It was forwarded to us by Amy, a very good friend, Amy Collett. And we know that they are only allowed 6 burials. And I think one of the conditions of the burials was that the fans are allowed 1 hour a day to walk up for free into the meditation garden and look at the graves. Am I right about this, guys? Please put me right if I'm wrong. So let's just keep looking at your messages. I don't have a particular subject tonight, guys. I've been so distracted today, but I have quite a few topics I want to go through, but I've had so much going on with my wife today, so I just haven't been able to get on air. I wanted to just at least do one live with you guys. So, right, let's have a look. Let me just try and read some of your messages. Have a look. I'm just scrolling back, okay? It is to countersue Lisa's memoir. This is Elaine. Hi, Elaine. It is to counter Lisa memoir. Hope Riley hasn't given her an advance. You have a good point there. Right, let's just keep going down through the comments. Those Elvis girls are prissy lovers. Okay, I've not watched Sandra. I've only watched a couple of the Elvis girls, so they ain't gonna like my channel. But look, we're not against Priscilla fans. We're not trying to be hateful with Priscilla, but we are here to defend Elvis. And unfortunately, to defend Elvis, we are going to say a lot of things that Priscilla has done that, in our opinion, is wrong. I repeat, we are going to say many things And some things we can prove that Priscilla Presley, in our opinion, for entertainment purposes, has done that are wrong to Elvis. And this is why we are called Elvis Defenders. This is why the name of the channel is Defending Elvis Presley Fans Want the Truth, because we're not happy with the way Priscilla treated Elvis. Now, I accept fully, guys, that Elvis is a human being. He made many mistakes. Elvis was no angel. He wasn't perfect. So there's two sides to the story. But we here, Team Elvis, have done a lot of research. We even have documents. We have people doing research on our behalf, many of them, including the Elvis fans, the members of this channel, the subscribers to this channel, have done a lot of research. And we know, in our opinion, there is some serious wrongdoing from Priscilla Presley. And if you guys think that we're just trying to hate on Priscilla, you're wrong. We're just trying to get to the truth. We are all about truth. And I say this to Priscilla fans. If you have fallen for the fairy tale of the book Elvis and Me, the beautiful marriage, that we were spoon-fed facts going way back to the 1960s, right until the day they divorced, even the fact that you guys think that Elvis and Priscilla had remained close friends after the divorce, which in my opinion is very far from the truth. If you do some research and learn about Priscilla's unfaithfulness with the dance instructor Steve Peck, with Mike Stone, the karate champion, and the financial things that happened with the first divorce settlement and the second divorce settlement, which should never have happened. Priscilla had to accuse Elvis of fraud to get the second divorce settlement, in my opinion. She also had a charge placed on the Graceland building, which forced Elvis to sell his recording rights. Elvis could not afford the second divorce settlement, and they were still negotiating it. In 1977, just before he died, the same year that the book Elvis, What Happened was released by the Memphis Mafia, the Betrayal book, because those three members betrayed Elvis: Red West, Sonny West, and Mark Hebler. In 1977, when Elvis was chronically ill, and we've proven on here just how very sick Elvis was in 1977, Priscilla, who says they were good friends, still talking right up to the 2 days before he died, we have proved, in our opinion, for entertainment purposes, they were not good friends. They were arguing about money and Lisa Marie. So Priscilla fans, please do some research. Please understand that the book Elvis and Me is just a fairy tale that was drawn up. It is not based on actual facts, actual things that happen. It is loosely based on things that happen, yes, but there are no witnesses to that book. Everything written in the book Elvis and Me is a maybe. It's a maybe. We don't know it happened, yeah? And many things in that book make Elvis look bad, make Elvis look like a groomer, a controller, a pedophile, a rapist. She clearly admits in that book on page 262 that she had fallen for Steve Peck, the dance instructor. And when she was living with Elvis, all she could think about was the dance instructor. We know from Mike Stone's interviews, recent interviews, one of them was 2 days ago, that she fell deeply for Mike Stone, the karate instructor, the karate champion, and she decided that he was the man for her, and she made a beeline for him and tried everything she could to seduce him, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes. And she got her man, Mike Stone, who was married with a second child on the way. Yeah, was her name Frances Stone, I think. He was married with a second child on the way. Frances was pregnant. Priscilla in 1971 sought out Mike Stone and even became friends with Mike Stone's wife, Frances, and would go round to Frances's house to have dinner. They would go shopping together. They went to karate tournaments together. She befriended, in my opinion, Frances Stone, even changed her hair to look like Frances, and we've got pictures to show it. Let's see if I can find that picture. And so we know that Priscilla Presley caused the divorce, in our opinion. She caused the divorce. So when Elvis is being blamed for the breakup of the marriage, the cause of the divorce, no. Elvis was the victim. Elvis was the victim. It's very clear, guys. Very clear. Look, someone sent me their tattoo. Look at that. That's on Defending Elvis Presley. Just so you know, guys, we have a Defending Elvis Presley Facebook page. It's called Defending Elvis Presley, Louis Daily Live Streams. The Facebook page is Defending Elvis Presley, Louis Daily Live Streams. Anyway, who is that? That's Jane. Jane, are you there? Hi, Team Elvis. Thought you might like to see the tattoo I've had done recently. Jane, are you there? We're looking at your tattoo. My God, that must have been painful. Jane Treenall. Love it. Love it. Right, let's find this picture for you guys. Now, our Facebook page is excellent. You guys have been posting so much great stuff on it. Like, here we are. Just so you know that I'm not waffling. There is a pattern, in our opinion, that when Priscilla likes a man, she changes her look so that it's similar to the man's girlfriend or wife. I've got another one with Richard Kardashian, his partner, where Priscilla cuts her hair short here. There's another one with Deborah Pageant. When Priscilla first met Elvis, she tried to make her hair like Deborah Pageant so that Elvis would like her, because she had heard that Elvis had fallen in love with Deborah Pageant on the film set of Love Me Tender in, I think, 1956. So look at this, guys. Yeah? See if we can get a bit better focus. What happens if I go a bit nearer? Not the best focus, guys, but you get the idea. So I was just doing my little speech for Priscilla fans. No offense to you guys, but I will say this. There's more to the story. And all I ask of you is that you do some basic research, look into the proper history between Elvis and Priscilla, going right back to 1959. You've heard of the book Child Bride. There's things in there as well. And there's more to it. Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm not completely happy with Child Bride. I was sent an interview today with Suzanne Finstad, the author of Child Bride, and she was involved in this 60-minute Australian news show that was accusing Elvis of being a paedophile. Did any of you watch that? I think Diana sent it to me. And Suzanne Finstad, I'm not happy. She's the author of the book Child Bride, and I'm not happy with the things that she was saying about Elvis. So to me, Suzanne Finstad is the bad guy. Because if Suzanne Finstad is going to paint Elvis out to be some kind of paedophile, well, I got a problem with it. Do any of you know what I'm talking about? I think it was aired about 9 months ago. I'm not going to show it, guys, because it's horrific. Yeah, it's disgusting. But I did watch it. Now I think it may have been Melissa. Melissa, are you there? Let's just have a look. Yes, it was Melissa. Let's have a look. I think more than one of you sent it me. You there, Melissa? Are you awake? I'm just checking your messages. Yeah, here we are. Let's have a look. Yeah, so here we are.
When Elvis Presley first took to the stage in the mid-1950s, conservative America had a heart attack. But his young fans, particularly his young female fans, couldn't get enough of the soon-to-be king of rock and roll.
Now,
Many of those that...
I'm not playing any more of it, guys. And I'm going to tell you what I told Melissa. Right. So, Melissa, is there more than one Melissa on? Melissa, are you the one that sent it me? I just want to make sure I got my facts right. Let's just check it. So this was a 60-minute. Yes. All right. Hi, Melissa. Hope you're well. Now, Melissa, put a picture on your name so I can differentiate you from other people. Right. Now, it's a 60-minute Australian special, and on here it's 9 months ago. Now I don't really want to go into this topic. I don't like talking about twisted interviews that have been exaggerated and are ignoring the fact it was the 1950s and 60s. Things were very different in the 1950s and 60s. Very different. Yeah. And what I'm trying to say to you guys is this, that I know this might sound a bit out there, but I don't. How many of you grew up in the 50s, 60s, and 70s? Can I ask you that? Is there anyone on here that grew up in the 50s, 60s, and 70s? Yes, I grew up in the 70s. Okay, and I'm telling, and 70s, right now. It's obvious things were very different then. You had men in their 20s were marrying teenagers. It was completely normal. Now, in 2024, it's not acceptable, is it? We don't accept it. And I personally think that this interview, and I think it's been repeated on Prime TV. Is it on Prime as well? There's a different version of it. You've got the same women talking about their close friendship with Elvis. Now, I just want to say this to you guys. Tracy was in the 60s, right? Lucky you, Tracy. The 60s were swinging. I just want to say this. It was completely different back then. It was normal for a girl to marry as a teenager. It was normal for a man in his 20s to marry a girl who was a teenager, because in those days, if you didn't get married by a certain age, 18, you were classed as being left on the shelf. So women knew that they would get married much younger. Men knew that they would marry younger girls because they were looking for innocent girls that had not been around. Things were different. Now, this interview, it clearly says, and I repeat, for any doubters, it clearly says Elvis did not ever have sex with any of these women. And this is what I said to Melissa. Elvis never had sex with any of these women. Never. No woman underage has ever said that Elvis had sex with them. So this news company, I don't even know who they are. I don't think it even says. So 60 Minutes in Australia, yeah? I'm just seeing if it says the name of them. No, it doesn't. So my point is this. Yes, you had the fans chasing Elvis around. You had the fans following Elvis all over the place. And Elvis would make friends with many of these people because they were fans, teenage fans. Come on, rock and roll stars had teenage fans. But he never slept with any of them. It has never been proved that Elvis had sex with an underage girl. But I will also say this. It was very common for a man in his 20s to marry a teenager in the 1950s and 60s, even though today we don't accept it. Today we think it's wrong. I personally don't think a man in his 20s should marry a teenager. I don't think it's right in 2024. But in 1960, it's a completely different story. So you get that as my response to Melissa's, because Melissa was concerned about that she found that clip. If you want to find clips of people, if you want to find clips of anyone famous having friendships with their fans, their teenage fans, you'll find thousands. not just Elvis, all of them, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Frank Sinatra, the Bay City Rollers, yeah, David Cassidy, you name it, David Bowie, you name it, Elton John, you name it, you will find footage of these pop stars that have had friendships with their teen fans. Completely was normal back then. So let's not find an excuse, because that's what this was. This was an excuse to get viewers. This was made so that people would watch their channel. What's it called? 60 minutes. I'll just play a 10-second clip.
Conservative America had a heart attack. But his young fans, particularly his young female fans, couldn't get enough of the soon-to-be king of rock and roll.
So, this is how ridiculous it is, guys. They title it Devil in Disguise. Devil in Disguise, what is that? So now Elvis is the devil. Even though they have not proved once that he had underage sex with a girl. Never. It is just, this is why we're called Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. Because we are sick of Elvis's name being rubbed in the mud. Rubbed in the mud. Why do we, as Elvis fans, and that we know that Elvis can't defend himself, why do we have to put up with week in, week out of crap like that in magazines, in tabloids, and in documentaries? Why? He can't defend himself. He's passed away in 1977. This man who did so much good for the world. Beautiful man with a humble beginning, a Christian man who just wanted to give away everything to everyone. He gave away all his fortune, wanted to help everyone. He did a massive amount of work for charity. This kind, lovely man. And what do? This is what they do.
Are now distinguished elders. And while they continue to adore Elvis, they're also revealing some long-held secrets. It seems the king...
Who made money? Who made money making that? Who? They obviously didn't like Elvis. They had it in for Elvis. Have they got any proof of underage sex? No. They even admit it in their documentary. There was no sex. So poor Elvis, his legacy, his image, his reputation ruined by that. By that. And that is why we are fed up with Priscilla, because we feel that in the interviews that she gives, that she, even though she praises Elvis, oh, I love him, he's the love of my life, I miss him, I want to be with him, all that crap, even though she was never his widow, we feel that the interviews that Priscilla has had with many people over the last 30 odd years have painted Elvis in a bad light, and we want to jump in the middle and defend Elvis because we don't like the impression that Priscilla gives. I know Priscilla says nice things about Elvis all the time, but she allows the interviewer to jump in with the horrible negative questions. Okay. So my point is, if we don't defend Elvis, guys, the Elvis fans, the people that truly love him, the people that feel that we know Elvis, we feel that he's part of our spirit. Car keys, I saw them on there. Is that them? Right, love you, bye. Right, so we feel that we know Elvis. This is funny because someone said to me the other day, because I've got an Elvis channel, someone said to me, oh, do you actually know Elvis? Yeah? Almost, I felt that they were asking me that question because they feel that I have no right to have an Elvis channel, defending Elvis Presley, fans want the truth, because I didn't know him. Now, I do feel like I know Elvis. I do. How many of you here now feel like you knew Elvis? Feel that Elvis was your friend? Feel that Elvis's spirit has touched you? How many of you now here feel that discovering Elvis made him part of your life and changed your life. Because this is how I feel. I feel that the effect that Elvis had on me was like a close friend, like a family member. When Elvis passed away, I felt a loss. When I think about Elvis, I think about a relative I lost. Yeah. So I do feel a connection with Elvis, and I'm not being weird. Yeah. So when that person said to me, "Do you know Elvis?" My answer to you is yeah, I do know him. And I think you guys feel the same way. I think you do. So anyway, let's see if we can read some of your comments. So Elaine, I felt his presence. I held his gold belt in London back in October. Lucky you. I'd love to hold that belt. We feel that we know what kind of person he was. Vibex. Great. What you just said is excellent. Absolutely helped me get over losing my husband. This is Jane Trino. Hi, Jane. Hope the tattoo isn't too sore. Absolutely helped me get over losing my husband. And music is great. Of course, we love the music, but there's more to it than the music, isn't there? It's the personality, it's the charm, the movie. I don't care what anyone says. We love the movies. People call the movies cheesy and that Elvis got fed up with them, but we still love them because our connection to Elvis is we feel his connection through the movies because we see a young, vibrant Elvis looking his best, as well as the music. Right, let's have a look. Elvis definitely helped me, guys. I had a troubled childhood. Elvis got me through. I owe Elvis. I owe Elvis. That is a fact. Right, so Sherry, right from the first sight on TV, it was instant. I don't think I ever got over him being announced as passing away. Thanks, Sherry. That's lovely. Patricia, Pat, he's always been part of my life. Linda, Louis, you can have done your research on these people asking you that didn't know him personally either. It's true. It's true. Louis, yes, of course, I felt a bond with Elvis and still do. Yes, Jean, we do, don't we? We do. It's just you feel it. It's here. Elvis and Lisa will always be part of who I am now and who I could be. Do you know what? We love Lisa Marie. We love Lisa Marie because we watched her from being a baby, becoming a small child, and then becoming a teenager, and then going into her 20s, 30s, and 40s. We all watched Lisa Marie grow up. We felt like we were part of that family, the Presley, Elvis, with Lisa Marie. We felt that. So we are protective. Do you agree, guys? We are protective over Lisa Marie Presley and Elvis. So it's defending Elvis and Lisa Marie. This channel, defending Elvis Presley, defending Lisa Marie. That's what we are. Team Elvis. Team Elvis. Together as Team Elvis, we defend both of them. That's what we do. Let me just check my wife's trying to message me. Okay. So my point is, we love Lisa Marie Presley as much as we love Elvis. We miss Lisa Marie Presley. And she's another one that we feel was badly treated by Priscilla, unfortunately, in our opinion, by Scientology, by some of her ex-boyfriends. Yeah. So we are protective over Lisa Marie as well. Always and forever, Elvis is the best. He sure is. Nothing has been right since Elvis passing, and it's gotten worse since Lisa passing. So many leeches. That's right, Pat. I agree. I agree with what you're saying. Right, let's have a look. So Sandra, all right, you're asking Sandra if she kissed Elvis. Linda Curtis, so nice of them. I'm going next September. This is Colleen. Let's have a look. Also defended her father. She stood by him, and she sure did. She sure did. We know that Lisa Marie did not want that Priscilla film made. Lisa Marie did not want that film made. Sofia Coppola's film, that terrible film that seriously harmed Elvis's reputation, Elvis's legacy, Elvis's image. We know they were arguing, in our opinion, before that film was released, Lisa Marie was arguing with Priscilla to not have that film made, in our opinion. We also know that an email had been sent to Sofia Coppola saying that Lisa felt, that film painted her father in a bad light and made him look different than the person that he truly is. So then what goes on to happen is this. After poor Lisa Marie passes away, God rest her soul, what does Priscilla do? She goes on and promotes that film. Who does that? Who loses the daughter that didn't want that film made, and then after the passing of Lisa Marie goes on to promote the film? It's diabolical, guys. That film should never have been made. It's a terrible film, badly written, based on lies, in our opinion. Based on lies. The book Elvis and Me is a story. It's a fable. It's a mixture of little stories tied together that are not true. Not true. No proof. There is no proof that anything in the book Elvis and Me happened. It is just Priscilla's version of events from her point of view. There is an interview with Lisa talking about when she lived in England. I believe she was working like a regular folk, sounded like she was happy. Yes, I've seen that. She worked in a chip shop. And didn't she go to Bath City as well? I wonder if she would have released it if she had not passed away. So let's have a look. Elvis will always be the best. Too right, Teresa. Sandra, did I miss something? What's that? Priscilla movie flop. It was a complete flop. Elaine, it was a complete flop. Oh, I just remembered. I wanted to just quickly mention. That's right. I wanted to quickly mention. Sorry, my wife's trying to message me. Right, I've got to go in a minute, but I wanted to just quickly mention the new members. Right? Let's have a look. I know we've got brilliant subscribers here. Thank you so much for being subscribers. But when we have new members, I do like to mention them quickly. Obviously, Elaine, thank you so much. Elaine joined yesterday, and we also have Linda. Linda, are you on tonight? Thank you so much for becoming a member. So Elaine, thank you so much. It means a lot to me, you becoming a member. Any of you guys want to join, please join. It does mean a lot to me. And then we've got, so Linda and Elaine, welcome to Team Elvis, becoming part of Team Elvis so that we can defend Elvis Presley. No, not you, Linda. It's a different Linda. It is in green. This is the list of members. Obviously, we've got Dorothy McLaughlin. We have Margaret Taylor. We've got Snowbird, Michael Smith, Tina Weltner, and the Becks, and Jane and Pat. All of you are the most recent members. Thank you so much for becoming members. Right, where are we? Let's have a look. Louis, Priscilla Bulow completely showed her true colours, going touring, making money for herself. It is beyond words. It is still be curled up in bed, unable to do things if my daughter died. None of us understand how Priscilla has grieved for Lisa Marie. It doesn't make sense. None of us feel the connection there of grief. We just see that this woman, even though she's 80 years old, has carried on going around the world, making money, doing all these different autographs for money. And we just don't understand it. We're like, you lost your daughter recently. You supposedly were very close. And you act like nothing's happened, like nothing's changed. You seem very happy. This is how we see it as Elvis fans, as Lisa Marie fans. You come across very cold and very disconnected from the fans. We don't understand it. Now, you must be grieving. You must be hurting, because otherwise you wouldn't be human. So we the Elvis fans, we just want to see you upset for your daughter. We don't want to see you going around the world promoting the Priscilla film, promoting, is it Comic-Con? Is that what they call them? Comic-Con events with Dallas and and all the other things that Priscilla did through her very short movie career as an actress. We just want you to be with your grandkids and to be a family grandmother, great grandmother. Yeah, we just, all this money making at 80 years old. You should be grieving for your child. That's how we feel. That's how we feel. Come on, we lose someone, we grieve for years. So that's it. Right, guys, I'm gonna have to go because my wife's messaging me. I may be able to come back on. We'll just see. I think I'll probably come back on. We're going to have dinner, and then I think I'll come back on after. So I have to say goodbye. But we've had 55 minutes. It feels like 5 minutes. We're going to come back on, and I haven't decided what subject. So I'll see you guys in about an hour. Yeah? Hopefully, fingers crossed. So hope you enjoyed that quick little 1 hour live stream. Thanks everyone for joining. Please, if you're watching now, guys, please subscribe. 78% if you don't subscribe, please subscribe. It helps the channel, and then you get notified when we go live. If you want to be members, become members, and I'll be back. We will be back soon. I hope it wasn't weird being in this room, being in the lounge, but it seems to work. There's no children. So bye, everyone. Love you all. Love you all. Sending you all love. Team Elvis, you rock. Team Elvis, taking care of business. Please join Team Elvis, guys. I'm going to have to go. Take care. Carry on chatting, and I'll come and read the messages a bit later. Peace out.